sideline.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game, he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Coming out with it, it's Hughes. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. They're field this one in tight quarters. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He might want another play. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Snow. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Makes the catch. Snags it, and he's open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Wolfpack! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys, he saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Working that left side now. At the 45 on his way. Lots of running room. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hughes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can...
Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Under fire. This time it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Tried to run for it on 4th and 1, and there was nowhere to go. The defense gets the stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Here's the pressure. He's on the move. Corralled and brought down by the defense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Dances away. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Snap it to the back. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that's about as risky as it can get as a head coach. Early in the game, 4th down, deep in your own end, and you go for it. Nice job, offense.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. That's reeled in. It's Foley. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
In the red area, it's Brown. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They knock him down right there.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He splits the uprights, and they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Snow. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his man. It's Snow. There he goes. Inside the 30. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, NC State. And they turn it into a defensive score. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Turning it on! Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Good pickup on that play. Let's give him 9 on that one, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. NC State, a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Hauls it in. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. It's caught. He smashes his way through again. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Maybe some room here. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interesting.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Runs through a tackle. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Cardinals headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Pulls it in. It's Foley. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
with you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And down he goes. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They make the stop. It will be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Timeout called by NC State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They boot it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out.
Number 9 set to kick this one.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 9 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Wildcats with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Motion from the wideout. Right back to the well. There's some room. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Gauls. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hughes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Snagged out of the air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Here's a little room there. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Brown again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will...
Looking long. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
There he goes. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
To the air on second down. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They'll go to the air. Under fire. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the 2. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. It's complete to the left. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense.
Breaks into the open. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on target this time. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
They'll try the right side. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the pummeling has started.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Hughes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start on the ground with Brown. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pressure coming. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Cardinals will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
129, 129.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Number 8 in the end zone.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got to run it now.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Timeout called by NC State. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as...
Got a little grass. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. if it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
Now, how about a good job by the defense? You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
They'll go to the counter. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they're after him, and it's a sack.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great, but at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry up. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's a heat. And he never had a chance.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw. Got him downfield. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. Looking for the 2-point try. The snap sets up to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us.
Finding some room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
37.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hughes. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that
trying to beat the D deep. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great.